Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for watching Brent Speed TV. Today, it's a Coyote swap. It's a new edge. This new edge has been stored for about 10 years. We performed a Coyote swap and we're gonna make a dyno pull. I'm gonna jump into that right away, just let you see the numbers, but that's not what this is about today. We're gonna bring it in the shop, we're gonna look at the engine. We're gonna look underneath the car, tell you a little bit about what we did, but hey, if you haven't, please subscribe and notify, stay up to date. Let's make the dyno pull right now, let's get to it. So here's what we have going. Dyno Jet rated SAE, the Gen 2 Coyote in this 2002 Mustang, made 445 real horsepower at 7,000 RPM. Torque came in at 386. Stellar power for a new edge Mustang. I love it. So this video isn't about dyno on these cars and not about horsepower off the Coyote. It's about the Coyote swap. That's why I want to get off the dyno. I want to take it in the shop. I want to show you the engine compartment. It came out really clean. We're going to put on a lift. We're going to look underneath. Hopefully a little bit of the info I tell you in this video will let you know kind of what's involved doing this, but that's it for right now. I'm gonna get off the dyno. We're gonna get in the shop. Let's get started. All right, so here's what's on the engine compartment of this 02 GT. So it's a Gen 2 Coyote. Now, you might be watching this wondering like maybe you wanna do a Coyote swap. There's a lot of different ways to do it. So a lot of you are gonna leave a comment. Hey, I'm more than happy to answer comments, but hey, what's that cost to get installed? Let me tell you. There's so many different ways you can do this. The prices can go all over the board. This is a Gen 2 Coyote, really good engine, low miles, 18 manifold. Doug, take a little peek down here. JLT air induction system, BBK headers. Check out this strut tire brace. So this car came in. It had the strut tire brace on it. I'm not sure what brand it is. Maybe it's Cedar, BBK or something like that. It's probably really old. It's on the car, but it cleared the engine, so we left it on there. Fuel system. 4 return style fuel system. Probably one of the best on the market. They're my favorite. A lot of different ways to do it. That's what's in this car right here. And we run the Ford Racing or Ford Performance control pack. So the factory computer is actually still in this car. We have all the gauges working. That's awesome. No aftermarket gauges in on the dash. Factory gauges work, but we do run the Ford Performance control pack, make the engine run awesome, which it does. E85. 95-pound fuel injectors. Now, why 95? You don't need injectors that big. Because this client has big plans for this car down the road. Probably gonna do a power adder. So we went ahead and did 95-pound injectors right now. So one more look. Gen 2 Coyote, JLT air induction system, 18 manifold, BBK headers. And we're gonna put this car up in the air so we can look underneath. I think I'm gonna go get George. He's very familiar with what's going on underneath this car from a K member, suspension standpoint. Magnum transmission, 6-speed aluminum drive shaft. So we'll go grab him right now, put it up on the lift, take a little bit of a closer look. Hopefully it helps you out. Let's go find him right now. He actually didn't know we're gonna go get him. Probably gonna be pissed. Follow me, Doug. On the phone. Can't get him right now. I'll grab George in a second. We'll come out, we'll put the car up, take a little bit closer look. All right, we got the car up on the lift. George is off the phone. Come here, George, say hi.
How's it going?
I wanted George to come in and tell us a little bit about what's going on underneath this new edge right here. If you don't mind telling about the K member, kind of what went on with the Coyote swap and why we did what we did.
All right, so as Brent mentioned, this is a Gen 2 Coyote. This car is really built for road racing. Maxim Motorsports makes great suspension, and this is a Coyote swap K member. It's also got Maxim Motorsports A-arms. You got a coilover suspension setup on it. BBK headers, subframe connectors, all designed for maximum grip and handling in the corners.
And we like the Maxim Motorsports K member because of the room, right? I mean, the room with the BBK headers, not a problem. And then we kept AC on this car. So our client wanted to keep the air conditioning, so we have some adapters to make all that work.
PBH, Power by the Hour, they make a great front drive system for the Coyote swaps. So we utilize that. We use a factory modular AC compressor, a factory power steering pump, and then we use a Boss alternator kit that Ford Racing offers.
And check this out. So as far as the Coyote in this car, I mean, oil filter fits, everything actually fits really good in this. So I mean, I like the way it's set up. There's a lot of different ways to do this. I like tubular K members because it gives you a lot of room. And hey, check these brakes out. So what, we have rear brake storage on this?
Yep, 6 piston in the front, 4 piston in the rear, 14-inch big rotors, maximum braking power.
You know, the brakes in these cars, if you had one, they're really not that great. So, you know, that's kind of like one of the last things everyone thinks about when you're building a car like this. You're just trying to think about, like, I want a Coyote, I want to go fast, but brakes are really something you should address. So these, not only do they look good, they work really good. And then, George, if you don't mind, let's walk around the back. Tell them a little bit about the rear suspension on this car. Doug will follow him around the old camera right here.
Bare brakes on the rear, 4 pistons, big rotors. We've got a panhard bar on this car so we can actually center the rear end. These vehicles don't come with a panhard bar from the factory. Again, Maxim Motorsports. And then we got the big third member. That basically eliminates the upper control arms and it provides maximum grip and traction for the rear tires.
This car actually came in with some mods on it already. So I think it already had like subframe braces.
Yep.
It had some stuff on already. I mean, that's cool. Like I showed you earlier, up in the engine compartment, we already had the brace up over the engine. I mean, that was already there. We were able to take advantage of some parts that were already underneath this car, but added a bunch more new cool stuff because I think it's going to road race this. Is that right?
Yep, road racing.
Road race, probably. Everyone just says they're going to road race. I'm guessing they'll probably do some drag racing because that's kind of what happens.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be really, really sweet. So, awesome setup. I mean, I really appreciate everyone watching this. And listen, you're going to leave some comments. I'm happy to answer, but don't forget a couple things. How much does this cost to get installed? All right, 2 things on that. You can email quote@brentsby.com if you know what you want. You can send us an email. I know exactly what I want, but remember, you can buy used crappy F-150 engines. You can buy good engines. You can try to like buy a wreck car and transfer harnesses. As I showed you earlier, we use a full Ford Performance control pack on this car, which works really good. Magnum transmission, tons of ways to do it. George designs all our Coyote builds, so whether it's an old Mustang or an F100 or whatever a Coyote's going in, he designs it. So when you guys email in at quote@brentsby.com, it really helps us have a lot of info on like really what you're wanting and more importantly the budget, because there's a lot of different ways to do it. You can buy new engines. You can buy new engines, used engines, wreck cars. You just want the most basic thing. I mean, stock exhaust manifolds or headers. I mean, your price difference there is huge. So think about maybe what you want. How much do you want to invest in your car? Speaking of cars, investing, got something cool we're going to look at right here.
Yeah.
We're talking about Coyote swaps. Check this out. So, you know, we do a ton of Coyote swaps here. That was a new Edge. Here's an old Mustang. Coyote, it's in the middle being built, but Roush supercharger. There's lots of different ways to do this. Do you want it naturally aspirated? Do you want just all, you know, all motor, naturally aspirated? Or do you want a blower? Do you want a bunch of power? And that's what we love to do. Doesn't matter. We can do it. So, you have anything to add to this?
No.
Just more info, the better for George. Quote@brentsby.com. Leave a comment. You can check out brentsby.com. We have a Coyote swap section. And don't forget to subscribe at Notify. That's how you'll stay up to date on a lot of different Coyote swap videos we have. Check out our social media on Facebook, Instagram. Thanks so much for watching.